Hi, I see, Sue, you're here. I don't know if you can notice, but I'm sitting higher in a chair. I have a stool here instead of my regular chair. I did this because I can directly look at the camera much easier now. Because when I was sitting way down in the chair, it was really hard to look up into the camera. So I notice when I do recorded videos, I'm looking directly at the camera, which makes a big difference. So that's why I decided to try this stool. It's not very comfortable, but I will try it. I don't really have a topic as usual on Thursday videos, which used to be Wednesday's videos. But here I am. I'm Shirley from Shirley's World. I'm a reseller on eBay, Poshmark, and sometimes Mercari. And if you like these kind of videos and you tune in later, if you'd like to subscribe, I do these kind of videos twice a week, always on Sundays at 4 o'clock. Those are my what sold the previous week videos. And then on Thursdays at 4, I do a video, and it can be about anything, miscellaneous things. A lot of times I don't have a topic, and I think when I don't have a topic and just ramble on about nothing, I think it's actually hurting my YouTube channel. I think I lose a lot of subscribers, which I don't have a lot of anyway, but I'm trying to build up my subscriber, base. So I think if you don't talk about anything and they tune in for 5 minutes and there's nothing going on, they don't subscribe, or they may even unsubscribe you. So what I have decided to do is, if I have a box opening, or if I go shopping, if I go to a thrifting store and I have a haul video, I will do those live. But I will keep trying to do Thursday videos. They may not be exactly at 4. It depends on how I can figure this out. But I want to start doing recorded videos. Most resellers that are on, that I've watched, most of them are recorded videos. And I'm sure there's a way you can get it to go on at a specific time, because a lot of them are on a specific time. And the only time they do live videos is, like, say, Rockstar Flipper. He has a live video every Thursday night at 9 o'clock my time. The rest of his videos are all recorded. Becky Park's videos are all recorded. Most reseller videos are. So I have not been really lucky doing them. They do take more time than doing a live video. These are fast. You go on, I'm talking, they go right on, as soon as you're doing them. So there's no editing or anything. So recorded video, you make the video, then you have to edit it. That takes time. And then you have to get it to upload. And sometimes that takes time, depending on how long it is, So I am going to try to figure out this thing about recorded videos. I'm sure there are a million YouTube videos on how to do this. I just have to find the ones that are easiest for me to understand and try working on it. But I was just playing around with my GoPro camera this morning, and I was having such horrible luck with this GoPro. I have made GoPro videos in the past. The GoPro camera isn't all that easy for me to figure out. My daughter really would like me to let her borrow it so she can record her horse and her on her horse and all kinds of things. So I'm seriously thinking about either letting her use it or giving it to her, because I've had terrible luck with the GoPro camera. I mean, it's great. It makes wonderful videos. I mean, they're so clear. The sound is horrible unless you buy this whole microphone thing. I've already bought all kinds of things to go with the GoPro camera. I mean, tripods and the chest mount and the head mount and all kinds of things. There's plenty of YouTube people that use GoPros. I just don't seem to be able to figure this out. It could be my age, probably is. Hi, Bumblebee. Yeah. Today is one of those days I'm not having a good word day either. I went on, looked at some videos and tried to write down some things that how I should open my video. Well, you see, I didn't use any of it because I can't really hold this up and read it and look at the camera at the same time. So all these little things I have to figure out. I have to memorize something. I know, Bumblebee, we talk about Becky Park because she lives right by you. Becky Park, I really like the way, just looking at how she does YouTube videos. Okay, just look at that. I like the way she has a little intro just for a few like 30-second intro, and then she does the music, and then she starts with an introduction, and it all makes it all, I just really like how her YouTube videos start, and then she goes on to put her video on whatever she's going to put it on, but hers are all recorded. I don't know if she has somebody else doing her videos or if she does these herself. I have asked her that question a couple times. I haven't gotten an answer. So I don't know, maybe I should email her instead of just asking in the comments. I don't know, but certainly there must be somebody that does these outside that could help me. Maybe right, you know who answers all the time? Usually Rockstar Flipper does. However, he's in the process of moving. They have to redo, they have to clean up their whole house, get everything moved out, make it ready to resell. And he's in a terrible mess right now. So he's not going to be answering my little questions. But Susan A. Wells, she may answer that question for me too. So I may send her an email about this. But another thing, I have not been, of course, going out as much as other people have been going out. I have ventured out a couple times to Goodwill, and I have ventured out to Target 3 times now. Everybody else is running around doing things with their mask on, but I have been pretty much at home in my house or on my property and not going out except for absolutely when I have to, like to the doctor or to the dentist. I'm still in the process of having these teeth fixed. So someday I'll have teeth that'll make a big smile and look nice. But right now, no. I forgot to feed Dexter, and he's right here at the door making noises. Tuesday, I was supposed to go to the dentist at 1 o'clock. Okay, it was just for a fitting type thing. It was going to take like 5 minutes, real quick. I don't have to. She edits her own videos. Oh, well, yeah, maybe she would answer some of the questions. Dexter, no. No. See, that's a bad mistake when I don't feed him first. And it's only he's 45 minutes early. Come here. Come here. Now stop. Okay? Just stop. I wish I had some treats in my pocket, but I don't. Also, Tuesday I was supposed to go to the dentist at 1 o'clock. So I go out, I'm all ready to go. I go out to the car and start my car, and it's making a horrible noise. This is my brand new car I just got a month ago. I didn't know what it was. I shut it off quick. But it did sound to me like there's something. I turned it on again, listened for a second, and turned it off because I was pretty sure of what I heard. It sounded like nuts rattling around by a fan or in the motor somewhere. Now, I had seen the little red squirrel running out from under my car 2 or 3 times. And I was so afraid when I first heard the noise that the squirrel was in the motor and I'd killed the squirrel. Because I always pound on the hood first, especially when winter gets here. I pound on the hood, make sure there's no animals under there. Now, I'm not sure if they can actually get into places that would hurt them anymore or not, but I never lift up the hood. It's not my job. So that's what I thought it sounded like. It was like nuts. Like if you take a bunch of nuts, acorns or whatever, put them in a tin can and shake it. That's what it sounded like, okay? So I thought, what am I going to do? I can't drive the car now, and I'm due at the dentist in 20 minutes. So I opened the hood. I did learn how to open the hood. Opened the hood, looked around. We have this beautiful clean engine because I just got the car, and you can't see anything, okay? So close the hood. The sound was coming like from my glove box. That's the first thing I did was open my glove box. Of course, there's nothing in there. It was coming from right behind the glove box. I could tell. So I went in and I called AAA. First, I canceled my dental appointment. Then I called AAA, and they sent somebody out with a big flatbed trailer because they figured they're going to have to tow my car to the dealer. So that means I would have no car. I'd have to lease a car, which that's covered. But anyway, the young guy that was driving the AAA truck said, "Do you want me to look at it for you?" I said, "Yes, please." Because this kid just reminded me of a young kid, probably in his 20s, that just knew a lot about cars. That's just what he reminded me of. And I told him where the dealer said that it probably is coming from the fan. And a lot of times squirrels or chipmunks get in there and they eat the filters or make nests out of them. Well, I don't think he's had time to make nests and have babies or anything, but because this is the time where they're storing all their nuts for winter. So I said, yes, please. So he looked at the glove box, and then he knew exactly how to slide the glove box, unconnect it, and slide it down so he could reach in there. And the first thing he did was pull out this. This is, or was, the filter, the air filter. It's called a cabin filter, which I know now. Look at, he's taken all that fabric that this is made out of and chewed it all up and probably is making a nest. That's the first thing. And then he found, see, I'm on a high stool. Okay, sorry about that. And he started pulling out these. There's about 6 of them, 6 or 7 of them in here. These are black walnuts. The shell is still on them. They're very hard. And this is what he's chose to put in his storage bin in my car for the winter. Yummy black walnuts. Okay? So he told me if you just shut off the fan, like I can do in the car, you know, the fan that blows on you through your vents, he says it won't make that noise and you can drive it yourself to the dealer and you won't have to use up one of your toes. So I said yes. So he shut off the fan. It didn't make a noise anymore. And I already had a date. I had called the dealer and I already had a time to bring it right in. So I drove it to the dealership and they started looking at it while I sat in the lounge. There were 4 people in there. They all had masks on and we were sitting far apart. See, I don't like having to go to these places. I don't like to go to any of these places, but things are happening to me that just making me go out. So he comes back in and he shows me this huge amount of nuts. And then they took a picture of even more that were way down deep. And he says, the maintenance guy, he doesn't even know how this squirrel got in there and got all these nuts in there. I think he was thinking of a big fox squirrel, you know? I said, no. We're talking about a little red squirrel. They're this big. They're hardly much bigger than a chipmunk. So he's learned you feed him before he said, I know, Dexter. He's laying down right now. But anyway, the problem is there's no way for them to put something around the hole underneath of the car so the squirrel can't find his way in, because they can't change the Honda at all. It's a leased car. They can't do that. So I went out and started it yesterday morning. I started it this morning. It's still okay, unless it's someplace I can't hear. And I haven't seen the squirrel anymore. So I went online, and the maintenance guy at Honda told me this too. He says a lot of people will use mothballs, and I don't want to use mothballs because I can't stand the smell of mothballs. But he says bounce dryer sheets. Bounce dryer sheets, or what else? Irish Spring soap. You can do shavings and put the shavings here and there. So I had bounce dryer sheets. I immediately put them, when I got home, I put them in the glove compartment. I stuffed them like behind the glove compartment. I shoved them in vents here and there where I knew it wasn't going to get hot. Okay. I can't open up the engine and put them in there because I don't know what gets hot in an engine, what doesn't. So I may stop in the Honda dealer and ask them where they would put things. But I have not seen the squirrel, Dexter. I have not seen the squirrel since. even running around my garage. Another thing I did was I had made a special cleaner to clean out my chicken coop in the next couple of days. Come here. To spray down the walls. And I made it with white vinegar. Then you put orange peels. You peel oranges, and you put lots of orange peels and lemon peels in there. And then I put a couple cinnamon sticks and some vanilla sticks, which were expensive. Vanilla sticks. Anyway, the whole thing smells pretty good. And you let it sit. It's sat for about 3 months now, and it's just gotten, it sort of takes the strong smell of vinegar away, but it's still, you can still smell it has vinegar in it. Well, anyway, I have a big container of that. So I poured some in a spray bottle and took it out to the garage, and I sprayed all up around the overhang where the squirrel comes in, because I've seen him come in. Come here. Come here. I've seen him come in there that way. So I squirted. I'm going to squirt there every day. I'm sure they don't like the smell of vinegar either. Another thing they don't like the smell is peppermint. I have peppermint oil if I can just find it. I have, the regular oils that you get. I have peppermint. Unfortunately, my herb garden is not anymore. It's sort of gone to, the only thing I have in my herb garden is a big bush of lemon balm. Now that may work too. I may hang some lemon balm around, leaves of lemon balm. But they don't like strong scents. I went on Tractor Supply, and they do have little spray bottles of squirrel and chipmunk, and it's rodent repellent. It's not a killer. It's repellent, smells that they don't like. It depends on how it smells. I don't want to put terrible smelling stuff that I won't like, I don't want to put coyote urine in my car. So anyway, that's the problem that I'm facing with my brand new car that I love, and I hope this isn't an ongoing thing, because it has already cost me $134, because of course the warranty doesn't cover a squirrel getting into the car. That's an outside source, it says. So I just wanted to come on and tell you that I'm going to either do box openings on Thursdays or haul videos. And if I don't have one of those, hopefully I can get a YouTube video. I'm going to learn how to record these YouTube videos. It may take me a while, and see what I can come up with. I need some music, Bumblebee. Tell your son. Some not real jazzy. I'm not a jazz person. I know that's his love, but something light and, Anyway, only has to be like, how many, 10, 15 seconds long, something like that. And then put little video, you can insert little videos. See, I don't know how to do any of that. That's what I have to go on and learn. So this may take me a while. So if I ever come on and there's nothing on there but me standing in my kitchen cooking something, that's why. But I still can make videos with my iPhone. At least it has better sound than the GoPro. And the only edit I have is iMovie. I know how to use that. And I know how to download or upload onto YouTube, but it just takes a long time. So that's what I came on to say. Let's see what you say. We can work on that. She edits her own videos. You can take a minute to feed him. Oh, I'm going to get off here in a minute. I tried to explain what the problem was. You tried to explain what the problem was. I'm sorry, Darlene. I didn't get what you meant there. You have a car in the shop now with fan issues? Yeah. It could be a squirrel and some nuts. You have to park in the garage and keep the door down. Well, yeah, I do park in the garage and keep the door down. That does not keep squirrels out of my garage. They come in through the overhang. Anything can get in my garage. There's no keeping anything out. For heaven's sakes, I had 3 raccoons living in my garage all winter. They're big. There's not going to keep anything like as small as a squirrel or chipmunks out of my garage. I need a hidden camera. Yes, I do. You'll get him on it through midterms, okay? Well, I feed wildlife too. That's the problem. I have a big sign from, I think it was, I applied from the Humane Society or from the wildlife. I forget. I'll have to go out and read the sign again. A big sign that my property is a wildlife sanctuary because I'm all organic. I don't use any poisons or anything. And, you know, I have a lot of flowers that are good, that the bees and the butterflies love. And I have a lot of trees with nuts. I have walnuts, black walnuts. I have acorns, and buckeyes. They don't like the buckeyes very much. Sorry. But they like acorns and they love the black walnuts. Black walnut trees are worth a fortune if you'd have them taken out as far as the wood goes. But my black walnut trees aren't huge around. They probably are this big around. I don't know if that's big enough. But they want the black walnut trees that are like this. And do you know who plants the black walnut trees? The squirrels. They get the black walnuts and they dig down and they plant them. And that's where they store them. A lot of times in the ground. They dig holes and store them underground, and it makes a tree. Yeah, I feed. The only thing I stopped feeding after when we first moved in here, we had mallard ducks coming because there's a lake right over here. We had mallard ducks coming. I used to feed the ducks. They'd come in the yard and eat corn. I'd feed them corn. Well, pretty soon, it wasn't a few months later, the geese, the Canadian geese, discovered that I was feeding corn. So first one came. I thought, oh, how nice. I have a big Canadian goose out there. Then the next day there were 2. The next day there were 4. And the next day there were 7. Pretty soon I had this huge amount of Canadian geese and the ducks. Well, ducks don't make a big mess, but the Canadian geese make a huge poop mess. So when I saw that, I immediately stopped feeding the ducks and the geese, and they slowly just left and didn't come back. But I still get a couple mallard ducks once in a while that creep under my bird feeds my bird feeder and get a few things, but the geese don't come back. Yeah, I love wildlife. I mean, oh, she she feeds Oreo cookies, pasta, Cheetos, along with pumpkins, apples, Fruit Loops. Oh my, and cans of sardines. They must love her house. Yeah. Yeah, I don't do that, but there are, there's chicken feed out there. Something's eating my chicken feed. Unfortunately, I pay a lot for chicken feed because it's organic. And sometimes I'll go out in the morning and I have filled up the feeder the night before, and half the feeder is gone. And the chickens are already sleeping on their roost inside the chicken coop. So, and I know it's probably the squirrels eating it. I haven't, they're getting in where the raccoons can't get in. So it has to be something little that can get in there, like the squirrels or the chipmunks. So, yeah, I live with wildlife. And I've never minded except for this car problem. I don't know. I hope these fix-it things will fix it. I will keep having to change because the scent will go out of the bounce dryer sheets. After a couple of days, I'll have to keep putting new ones in with the scent, but I'll be able to still use the ones in my dryer. They won't have a big amount of scent on them, but they'll still keep the static and that out, so they won't be dirty. You have Oreos, peanut butter, cheese crackers sitting in your trees? Oh dear. Do you have the big fox squirrels? I have a fox squirrel every once in a while, but the ones that are here mostly are the little red squirrels. And they're living in all my trees. There's thousands of them. So when the guy at the Honda dealer said, "Well, set traps for the squirrel," I said, "You don't quite understand." So anyway, I hope this isn't an ongoing problem. I hate to have to pay and pay and pay for the maintenance of my car when it's a leased car, and everything should be free except for something like this. But anyway, I have to say that I had a 0 day yesterday. Before that, I had a few good days and then a 0 day. Today, I've had 3 or 4 offers on things, but they've been lower than I wanted to take. So I have gone back with a little higher offer, like $5 higher, whatever, and they didn't take it. So I don't know. Maybe I should take 1 or 2 lowball offers, and maybe it'll start up my. Sometimes that starts up your sales again, so I might have to do that. Bumblebee sent me an email. Oh, good. Okay. You don't know what kind. I don't know what kind of chickens they are. Chickens? Just put a bar of soap in the glove box. Yeah, I'm going to try that. I don't have any Irish Spring, so I have to get Irish Spring soap. I don't think, anyway. I have to go look. Anyway, I will go read my email. And my kitty is looking for food too. So I'll go feed the animals and go start to do watch some videos on how to make recorded videos on YouTube. So like I said, I'm pretty much out of things to list except for plush animals. I still have some plush animals, and I can always go around my house and get things. But I'm out of clothes. I just did the last 2 pieces of clothing, one being from my closet. The other one was that convertible pair of Eddie Bauer pants that I got. I think it was in the thread-up box. Or was it your box? No, I think it was the thread-up box. So I'm going to go. You can send me a box anytime, Bumblebee. And I may try again to go thrifting. I do go back to the dentist tomorrow. She fit me in tomorrow for the one I missed on Tuesday. And that's just a few minute video. And then it's Friday, so I may drive up to the Brunswick Goodwill from there and see what they have. So I may do that tomorrow. Anyway, I will close for now, and I will see you on my next video. If I do a thrift, I will do it then. If not, I will see you on Sunday. So bye for now. Bye.